Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 13, Manufacturing Industries, lecture number 3. Friends, up to now in this chapter, in the previous two lectures, we discussed about the importance of industries. We discussed how these industries are important to run the economy of any country. We discussed that these manufacturing industries play a very important role in the employment generation as well as the economic development of any country. Friends, we discussed in the very first lecture about the importance of industries. We have seen the examples of the developed countries like USA, UK, Russia. There are many such countries whose development has been clearly seen due to the development in the manufacturing industries in their country. Friends, we discussed that how industrial development started late in India. We discussed that when there was the industrial revolution in the world, at that time India was under the British rule. Britishers exploited Indian industries. They took away raw materials from here to England. They made the final product from over there and they sold these final product into the Indian market. This almost ruined the Indian industries. There were several bans on the Indian industries to produce several goods. Friends, we discussed about the classification of industries, in which the industries were classified into three types: on the basis of ownership, on the basis of source of raw material, and friends, we also discussed the classification of industries on the basis of human labor. Friends, we discussed about the cotton textile industry in our second lecture, in which we discussed how cotton textile industries plays important role in our country. We discussed about its contribution in employment generation and national income. Friends, let us discuss about another important industry of our country today, that is jute textile industry. Let us discuss about jute textile industry. Friends, when we discuss about the jute textile industry, here we say that after cotton, jute is the second largest industry of India. It is the second largest industry of India. India ranks first in the production of jute. India ranks first in the production of jutes and goods made out of jute and the goods that are made out of jute. While if we talk in terms of exports, India stands second after Bangladesh. In terms of export, India stands second after Bangladesh. Of the total jute production, of the country, of the total jute production of the country, West Bengal alone 80% of jute. 80% of jute is produced by West Bengal. Andhra Pradesh, produces about 10%. Andhra Pradesh produces about 10%. And rest percentage of jute is produced, and the rest percentage of jute is produced by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Assam, etc. These are the states where jute is produced. Here it is said, purifying jute requires a lot of water. As a result, most of the jute mills, as a result of this, most of the jute mills are located on the banks of river Hooghly, on the banks of river Hooghly. West Bengal has several favorable factors, such as water of Hooghly River, cheap labors, banks and insurance coverage, ports for export facilities, etc. Hence, jute industry. Hence, we can say that jute industry is concentrated here, and that is why jute industry is more concentrated in West Bengal. One of the biggest use of jute, is making bags for packing grains, etc. Then here it is said, today new options for packing that do at cheap price are available in market, So the demand of jute has decreased drastically, and that is why the demand of jute has decreased drastically, especially in international markets, Friends, here due to this reason the demand of jute is decreasing. This was the information about jute textile industry, friend. Now let us learn about silk textile industry. Now friends, about silk textile industry. Let us learn about the silk textile industry. Here we said, traditionally, India has been involved in silk production since ancient times. India has been involved in silk production. India ranks second after China in silk production. India ranks second after China in silk production. India produces four types of silk. They are number 1, Mulberry, Eri is the second, third is Tassar, and fourth is Muga. Mulberry, Eri, Tassar and Muga are the four types of silk that are produced in our country. Today, there are about 300 silk weaving mills in India. Today there are about 300 silk weaving mills in India. Karnataka, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, are etc. are major silk producing states. These are the major silk producing states. Then here it is said, India also exports silk clothes to Europe, Africa, Germany, Singapore, USA, Kuwait, Malaysia, USA, Kuwait, Malaysia, Russia, and Gulf countries. And the Gulf countries. At international level, India is facing tough competition. India is facing tough competition with China. India is facing tough competition with China in silk production. So friends, here was the information about silk industry. Friends, also you might have understood about the silk industry. Now let us learn about the woolen textile industry. Friends, now let us learn about woolen textile industry. If we talk about the woolen textile industry, it is said as a cottage industry, the history of woolen textile industry is very old. It is very old. In India, maximum woolen mills are located in Punjab and then in Maharashtra These mills are also present in Uttar Pradesh, Ahmedabad, and Jamnagar in Gujarat Bikaner and Jaipur in Rajasthan, Srinagar in Jammu Kashmir, and Bengaluru in Karnataka. India produces woolen clothes as well as carpets. They produce woolen clothes as well as carpets. Our woolen clothes is exported to America, Canada, Germany, France, Russia, etc. These are the countries where our woolen clothes are exported. So friends, here you might have understood about the woolen textile industry. Friends, today we discussed about the three important industries: jute industry, silk industry and woolen industry. Friends, we'll discuss about the other industry in our next lecture. Thank you friends.